I started my business from Snapchat. In the first 24 hours of my business, I got more than 100 orders.
Just selling on Snapchat?
Snapchat alone.
Wow. I want you to take me through steps of how I can get my products from China to Ghana, including what to register in terms of FDA.
First of all, you have to
What are people missing when it comes to starting their own business?
People want to start today and see success today. I wasn't ready to see success on my first year. Just make sure people trust you.
Yes.
How do people trust you? You need to show up more. I wish small business owners would take TikTok serious.
There are people that have businesses on TikTok and it's not working for them. What are you going to tell them?
You need to give value. If you are selling clothes, you can show people how to style the clothes. That is what you are supposed to be pushing out.
When you posted that you had made 800K on TikTok, a lot of people did not believe you. How did that make you feel?
I did not care. If you're going to be on the internet and promote your business, you don't have to care about what people say.
Charity, did you feel like you didn't have the attention you needed?
I never had any attention from parents, from the people I stayed with. I used to crave for it so much, and I was like, since they're not giving it to me, I want to be alone.
You're welcome to Konnected Minds podcast. My name is Derrick Abaitey, and I'm happy to have you here because my guest today is Charity Boateng, a young girl who's doing so well with social selling. For the people who don't know what social selling is, it's essentially putting a camera to your face, having products, and selling those products on social media platforms, especially TikTok. So Charity made a post that she made over 800K selling on just TikTok. She hasn't even spoken about the other platforms that she sells on. I wanted to sit with her today because she's doing something that a lot of young people can learn from. Those that are struggling to get jobs, they have dreams, they have things they want to do, but they don't know how to do it. I want this conversation to be one of those that Charity is going to spill everything that she has done. She's going to give you step by step of how to even build your own product. Yeah. Stay with me. I think I found a new champion for Konnected Minds. Yeah. My name is Derrick. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
You know, when you start doing business, every minute counts. So for you to take time out of your busy schedule to come and sit here with me,
yeah,
I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate it. So why should anyone watch this conversation to the end?
Okay, so I'll say I'm here for the small business owners, people who want to start a business, people who have started and they don't know how to go about it, people who want to learn how to use social media right to, promote their business and also make something out of it. I'm here for them. So if you're now starting, if you want to start, maybe you want to start a business, you don't know where to start from, I'm here for you. I want to show you how I did it because I did it alone and I believe you can also do it.
I love it. You did it alone.
Yeah.
But before we even get through your business aspect, now talk me through the home you came from.
Yeah. So my parents are farmers, commercial. I don't know if I should put it as commercial. I mean, they're commercial farmers. And yeah, they were doing well. They are still doing well. So I came from a good home. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good home because even though we have our own small differences, I love my parents. Yeah, I look up to them. They are the reason why I always wake up and I want to, push forward because they are getting old and these people haven't stopped. They wake up every day to their farms. They are still working.
Wow.
Ever since I've known my parents, they've been doing well with their farming and they are still doing well. So they are my motivation to keep going every day. Yeah.
What exactly have you learned from your parents that has helped you today?
My parent, hard work pays. Yeah, hard work pays. Because when I was growing up, I've seen people, I don't want to sound anyway, but I've seen people come to my parents for loans, for school fees. My parents has 6 kids, 5 girls, 1 boy, and all of us are educated. We've been to university. And I never saw them borrowing money or anything. It's like they did it through their farming. So I believe any small thing, if you build on it, you are consistent, it's going to yield something. They've done well. So I give them that. They've really done well. 6 kids, all educated, giving, I'll say, a good life.
So, interesting you mentioned education. What's the education level of your mom and dad?
I don't know.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm not, I didn't stay with them.
Okay.
Funny enough, I didn't stay with my parents. And I didn't even know them till, I left them when I was 2 years.
Okay.
And I haven't really stayed with them for a long time. I stay with them for a month, I go back to school, and just like that.
So the reason I'm asking the question is that we have families that, a farming community, they educate their kids in, top schools. They become Abawa and Krache, the vibe. And the parents themselves may not even have, tertiary education certificates.
They are not that educated.
Right. And then my next question is that you have these kids who come out of universities, but they don't do what their parents do, what their parents did to take care of them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Well, it depends on what you grew up seeing. Honestly, I didn't see my parents when I was growing up, but I heard about them. I've seen, the times I've gone there, I've seen what they do. The little I'm seeing, I like to pick from people. So when I go to them and then I see what they are doing, I'm like, they're doing well because they wake up every morning around like 4. I cannot wake up at 4, but these people are waking up at 4, getting ready to go to the farm, and they don't stop. Whether they are tired or they take some rest and then they get back to it. They don't have it's like they don't have the option to stop, but it's their own business. Like they are farming, they can decide to rest or not, but they don't rest. So I picked that from them. Like, I think I need to keep going.
Yeah.
If they are old and they are still not looking for rest, but they still want to go back to what they are doing, then I have no reason to rest until I've gotten to where I want to get to.
You genuinely felt that your parents have, the financial freedom, and they've had it for a long time.
Long time.
Right.
Long time.
So would that be the main reason why you also started this journey?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a business person. Honestly, I've never wanted to be a 9-to-5.
Why?
No shade to the 9-to-5, but I would say I grew up alone. And I don't like being controlled. I've tried 9-to-5. I don't like being controlled, being disrespected, and all that. Being a business owner comes with that. Yeah. But right now, it's my own thing. I'm not receiving it from somewhere else. So I felt like I wanted to do things at my own pace. Okay. So right from when I knew what I wanted to be, I've always wanted to be a business person. Just that maybe I didn't know the exact thing I wanted to do up till now, but I just wanted to be a businesswoman.
So you mentioned you've always wanted to be a businesswoman. Your parents were farmers, right? They had their own things that they were doing. Why did you not live with them? You said you didn't spend too much
time. My mom
time.
was very busy.
Okay.
She's still busy. She's a very busy woman. So all of us, all the kids, we didn't stay with her. We went to family friends, uncles, aunties. We all stayed. So I was 2 years when I left them, when they took me to Ekapim to stay with one of my aunties. And all of us stayed in different places.
So the home you grew up in, were they business people as well?
Yes.
Okay.
They also picked a part of the farming, but that one too, they had 9-to-5 and then, the farming aspect. So I think farming is just the basics of my family. Taking from my grandfather's side, he was a great farmer, has lands everywhere, so married 6 women. So, those stuff. So he had lands and all that, so he was a farmer, and I think he passed it on to the kids. So everyone has a little bit of farming in them.
Are you eventually going to end up doing some farming projects?
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
I don't like farming.
You don't like it, right?
No.
So this is the thing I see, right? So my grandmother was a farmer. My stepfather was a farmer. My mom not a farmer, but I grew up in a farming community as well. I've grown up and I don't really have the desire to do farming. Yeah. But I'm always looking for an aspect of farming that I can still be able to add value to what I learned as... that's what took care of us, right? But us, because we've, had a university and all of that, we always try to stay away from it, right? But I think we can always find a good balance, whether it's agro-processing, supplying, export, something.
I think if I want to be a farmer, I'll go into poultry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try poultry.
Okay.
Or pig farming.
Or pig farm. Yeah. Awesome. Right. So let's talk about your plans when you were growing up, what you really wanted to become, like as far back as when you were like 12 years old, all the way to 16 years old, what were you thinking?
I've always wanted to be a journalist. That is what I wanted to do. Not now, but when I was growing up.
We can swap seats.
No, I'm okay.
And then you interview me.
I'm okay. I wanted to be a journalist. And then, I think somewhere in SHS, before going to university, I had a conversation we were having a conversation about, we going to university, what we are going to do and all that. And one girl said, the uncle is into construction and he makes a lot of money. And I like money. So I was like, let me put the journalism aside and go and do construction in university. So
there's an aspect of me that keeps thinking that you have wanted money for a very long time.
I want money. I don't want. I like money.
But
it's freedom.
But right. Okay.
I like freedom. Yeah. So, and I think if you have money, you have a certain level of freedom. So, yeah, I've loved money for a long time.
So, I will take you back again to the family you grew up in.
Yeah.
Were you restricted in any way?
Yes.
Okay.
When it comes, my parents were doing well, but we didn't have it easy. My mom is not going to let you have it easy. So we were restricted when it comes to money.
Okay.
She wouldn't let you have it your way.
Okay.
Yeah. So because of that, I've wanted to make my own money so that I can, enjoy it.
But how about the auntie and the uncle you grew up with? What was their views on money?
Yeah, okay, they were okay. But, my parents were doing better and we were living okay. My parents were still taking care of me. They were not the ones taking care of me. Mm-hmm. So money was coming to them so that they take care of me. That is how my mom and my dad did it. So I'm not really sure of their monetary and financial situation because I was very young.
I'm trying to figure out what aspect of your life made you start thinking of freedom.
Would you want me to put that here? Because, I never had it easy.
Okay.
I never had it easy. I grew up with different people. I got different type of treatment from other people, maltreating and, all those stuff. So even though it made me tough, it made me wanted freedom so much because I was tired of being with people. So, I think from 14, I've lived alone from 14 years.
Wow.
Yes. From 14 years, I think SHS, I went to the SHS and I never went back home. I went to my big sister, the one I'm after. I went to stay with her and she was mostly not at home. So I had the freedom to be alone, do things on my own. But, I was level-headed, not to misbehave. I think that's also... So I've always wanted to have my freedom.
Okay, right. I think I'm figuring something out. Yeah. So, Charity, did you feel like you didn't have the attention you needed?
I never had it.
Huh.
Even so now. I never had any attention from parents, from the people I stayed with, So I used to crave for it so much. And I was like, since they're not giving it to me, I want to be alone. Because I'm not getting anything from you guys. I want to be alone. So they didn't pay attention to me that much. So they don't even know me much. That's why, before we started this, I told you my mom was against me coming to Accra. And I was like, it's because she doesn't know me well. But if she knew me, she knew I wouldn't engage in some of the things she thought I would engage myself in when I get to Accra here. Accra has that perception that once you come here, it's either you are doing men, prostitution, all that. And she was thinking that, but I felt like she didn't know me well. So that's why she was thinking that way.
I think I figured something out. I've spoken to enough business people to know that there's always a drive inside. Mm-hmm. And I think I worked it out. But watch this. That your desire to want attention has translated to you wanting to become financially successful.
Yeah.
Is that so that people can now pay attention to your needs and
Yes, I think a little bit of attention seeking has helped here because it made me push myself more. I want to be seen. I want to be heard.
This is the time. Stop that.
I want to be seen. I want to be heard.
Yeah.
So I like speaking to people. I like teaching. I like, setting the camera and, talking about stuff. So when I found out I can do this business, I was like, I've learned it. Honestly, people don't even have what is in my head. I want to pour it out to people. So it was, that's how it all started because I wanted to be seen, I wanted to be heard, and by God's grace.
Did anybody sit you down to listen to your problems when you were a child?
Never.
I'm sorry, but this is turning into a therapy.
Right? Never. And I wish someone did. Honestly. I wish someone did, but never. No one listened. I didn't even have anyone to go to because my mom was a very hard person to deal with. We were so scared of her. My dad was very soft and that my mom was so scared of her. So if you have a problem, you keep it to yourself. And I didn't grow up with my siblings. So I didn't know who to talk to. So I would rather hoard it inside of me and not talk to anyone. And
as a young girl growing up, anybody, any of your parents tell you they are proud of you, you're beautiful, those words, never heard
that. I've been through one more treatment to the other till I said I wanted my freedom. I don't want to stay with anyone again. I'm okay being alone. And I've been alone since then. It has its bad side, but the good side is also
What is the bad side?
I think it makes you want to keep to yourself. One of my biggest problems is networking. I'm always at home working. I'm not able to go out, network with people, But sometimes I feel like I want to do that. I want to get to know people. I want people to get to know me, but it's like I don't want people in my business. So I always keep to myself and my two friends. Yeah.
You not staying with your parents, people, maltreating you, not feeling heard has created the human being we are seeing today.
Definitely.
Are you proud of what you've achieved?
I am so proud. I never thought I would get here because, I've done so many things through pain, to being neglected and, all that. And being able to push through because no one got me here except me and God. So I'm very proud I'm able to get to this point. Anytime I'm, spending and overspending, my friends will be like, leave her, she has been through a lot. So, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here because it's been a tough journey. I started working very early in life. I've sold gobe. I've sold food by the roadside. I've carried water on my head. From 8 Accra, Kumasi. From 18, is it market? I've forgotten the name, but they call it something, 18 something. From there, I'll carry water on my head straight to race course, back and forth. I've been through it. And I know how it feels like. So I want to be somewhere that I don't have to remember those times again. Yeah.
If you're still here with me, I'd like to know in the comments if you're enjoying this conversation. We are supposed to be talking about money. But I'm trying to figure out the path that has created the charity I'm looking at today.
The path is important.
And I think not just this story, but I've picked up several patterns, even with me, myself, and several other business people I've interviewed. And there's always neglect, superiority complex, and wanting to be seen, feeling like they have a voice.
Yes. You're right.
Some people have come from families where their opinion did not matter. So they have seen that as a way of, I need to really work hard to make money. Because money has become like the ultimate through which people tend to respect people in societies.
Right.
So they go and get the money, and now families will be calling them, what do you think about this? Has this happened to you?
Yes. Before we started, I told you right now when they need, not like they need, but right now when they want to make a decision, they call me. It wasn't like that at first, but now no decision goes in the family without it passing through me. And sometimes I'm not interested, but, I just have to put my one or two there.
Charity, if you become a parent, what would you do differently?
I think I'll show my kids how to love themselves. I think I'll pour into my kids. Yeah, I'll pour into my kids. It's very important. And I'll make my kids my friend, not for them to be afraid of me. I don't want my kids, because we were so much afraid of my mom. I think it's just now that we are not so scared. But at first, you can't go to her for anything. You can't tell her anything. My dad, you can, but because of my mom's side, you're not able to go to my dad. And because my dad is very calm, he doesn't like problem. He's very calm. So whatever it is, he doesn't like to, interfere with whatever my mom is doing. But yeah, I'll show my kids how to love themselves because I suffered from that a lot. And I'll show them, I'll point to them. Yeah. And support them.
When you decided to come to Accra, who was with you and who was against you?
My dad was the only one with me. But anyone else, my siblings didn't know. But they knew, but they will always, if my mom says no, it's no.
I see.
If my mom says no, it's no. She said no, but I said yes. Because I felt like she doesn't know me like she thinks she does. So I'm not saying disrespect your parents, but I knew what I wanted. And I wasn't going to get it in Kumasi. I was in Kumasi. Right after KNUST, I didn't go anywhere. I packed my stuff straight to Accra. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I was supposed to go to a friend. Until today, I've not seen my friend. She never picked up my call after I got to, I think, Amazon. That's a long story. So I had to lodge in a total stranger's house, stayed there for a long time, for about a month or 2 hours. I was starting my service and all that. So my boss helped me rent. And yeah, that's where it started from. Right from university, I was like, I want to come to Accra.
Let me stop you here for a minute. So if it's your first time watching Konnected Minds, or you have been here before but still have not subscribed, do us a favor, because majority of the people that watch our videos have not subscribed. This doesn't help us grow beyond what we expect. So help us by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you. Now let's get back to the conversation. What is it about Accra that made you want to come to Accra?
Kumasi, I have family in Kumasi. I wanted to be away from my family. I wanted to be away from family. I wanted to be alone. Like, if they want to get to me, they have to pick a car and come. I didn't want them to get access to me so easily. I think maybe because I was so hurt and, because I packed my stuff and went to university alone. And, university people are coming with their parents, their grandmothers and all that. From the whole family could, bring you to the university. I carried my bag and went to KNUST alone. So, and then I went there, no one came to visit me.
Charity, I went to university alone as well. Yeah. There's a lot of... This conversation is very therapeutic, even for me.
Yeah.
But let's talk about money.
I love money.
Let's talk about money.
Right.
There's a temptation to carry on, but I want to talk about money.
Talk about money.
So let's do this. Right. So you came to Accra.
Yeah.
And then you started your service.
Yeah.
Okay, now talk me through the journey from there to starting your business.
Okay, so when I was coming to Accra, I had met someone and then the person was like, he's opening a shop. Then he would need someone to manage the shop, an Apple shop. It's going to be big, and then he needed someone to take care of the shop. And he realized I was respectful and, all that. So instead of going to the field to work like my colleagues, I went to work in an Apple shop somewhere around Sphinx. So right when I was working there, things were getting weird, men and women stuff. So I was like, no, I want to end it. So I didn't even complete my service. I completed in 7 months. So I went to the NSS office and filed for completion. So I just finished and then I went to stay home trying to figure out what to do. So I had an opportunity to go and work with work under someone in the construction field. But I wasn't getting much from it. It's like I wake up, go to work, and I'm not being paid. I'm not learning anything. If I want to be on the site with you, I want to learn. I want to learn on the job as well. But I wasn't getting that. So I was like, I'm taking transportation in and out. I'm eating. I'm spending about 20 cedis daily. That was like a lot of money for me. And I'm not getting paid. Just that I saved a lot from my previous work. So I was surviving on that for a while. And I realized, no, my money is going to get finished. So I'm not going to go to work again. I woke up, I went to work one day and I was so depressed. I wouldn't say depressed, but so sad. I cried. I called my friend and was like, come back home. So I went back home and I never showed up to the work again. And then I stayed home for about 2 years. And just to, clarify stuff, I met a guy from my workplace who was doing well. So that 2 years that I was home, he came through for me. But I realized the relationship was not serving me again. And then right from then, I started Femlax.
The relationship was not serving you
Nah, because I didn't want to be at home and not do anything. It's like I'm at home. I'm not doing anything. I'm not making any money. I have to depend on a man. And I wasn't comfortable. So I started planning what to do. So I was doing so many other things, but it wasn't passion. I was just doing it. And I wasn't seeing any results. So I was like, I love feminine hygiene, and that's where Femlax came about.
Yeah, but then where did you get the money to start the business?
Good. So as I said, I didn't start with any money. I just had the idea. I didn't even have the idea. Let's start from the beginning. So I buy from some lady, and then I realized she's selling something that I'm interested in, and I've used that product before. And I bought it around like 350 cedis. But she was selling it way lesser than I bought mine. So I was like, I think a lot of ladies will need this. So I bought from her and tested it, and it didn't come to my mind. When I bought it at first, I wasn't thinking about business. I said I wanted to try it because instead of buying for 350, someone is selling it lesser. Let me try it. If it works, then I'll be buying from her. So I bought it, it worked, and I forgot about it. Then one day my friend came and was like, she's looking for something. I was like, I buy from this lady. Not the same product though. She wanted something. And I realized that lady sells the same thing. So let me go to the page. I went to the page and I saw it and I was like, I'm making a big mistake. I can make a business out of it. So let me go and speak to this lady. So I called my friend and I was like, I found a business idea. I want to start selling this product. And he was like, are you sure? How are you going to start? The money? So we were on the phone for hours planning. And I was like, I'm going to do drop shipping. More or less like drop shipping. I'm going to buy from her. I'll post it. When people buy, I forward it to her, the order to her, and then she would deliver to the people. So I spoke to the lady and I was like, I'm going to post your product. If people likes it, then you deliver to them for me. And right there, the same day we came up with the idea, by noon in the afternoon, I posted it. And really, I posted so many people. In the first 24 hours of my business, I got more than 100 orders.
Wow.
I got more than 100 orders. That should tell you how much people needed that product.
Where did you post?
Snapchat. I started my business from Snapchat. I didn't know how to use, I knew how to use other social medias, but Snapchat was where I was very active. I had little followers, but then that's the same day I came up with the business idea, I knew one influencer. So I paid her right away to post it for me. So
Where did you get the money to pay her?
I had saved from my previous relationship. I had saved about 10K. That time 10K was like big money.
Okay, so this person that you were with was a very good guy to you.
Good,
and
very
he
kind.
took care of you.
He did.
And in fact, that's how you were surviving at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was doing well, and I also tried to save, not just spend and enjoy the life at that moment. So I saved with my friend, not with myself, because I know I'll spend it. So I saved with my friend, and then I didn't start the business with money though, but I needed money to make it move. So the orders were coming in. I was forwarding it to this lady, and I think she was swamped with the orders. She didn't know what to do again, and was like, it's stressful. She can't do it again. At that moment, I didn't know. Like, that was 24 hours into the business. So.
And she said it's stressful. She can't do it again.
She doesn't know because she's not used to. Because people believed me and they were paying. At that time, no one was coming to me with, let me do payments on delivery stuff. When you come, and how I even thought, I just put the price there and people were ready to pay. I was like, really? People were ready to pay just like that. So they were paying and I was forwarding it to her, and then she started delivering the next day. I think we started in the evening. So the next day she started delivering, and then that was where I also thought of making it better because she was just putting it in a rubber and sending it out. And a product of that magnitude, you can't just send it out just like that. It was risky.
Okay.
So that is where the idea started from, forwarding it to her. And then I was paying the influencer to keep posting it for me because the orders are coming. And in a span of 24 hours, I've made about 20,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
Even more.
Okay.
And I was like, wow.
So just selling on Snapchat.
Snapchat alone. No other platform. I didn't even like WhatsApp. I didn't like TikTok, Instagram, those stuff. I didn't like it. I think it was a year into my business before I started TikTok. And just Snapchat. But that one, you need to pay influencers. And I didn't mind. So far as the money was coming, I was just paying them to, keep posting for me. And then the orders were coming. I sold about 500 pieces in a span of about 2 to 3 weeks.
How did that make you feel when you started making money from the business?
I was like, sit tight. I told myself, sit tight. You are now starting. Because it was just one product. And I was like, I can do this better. So, in a span of 24 hours, this lady was already tired. I had to think on my feet. I was like, how am I going to make things better? So I asked her, do you do wholesale? She said, yes. I was like, okay, I want wholesale. I want 3,000 pieces. And they are 30 in a container. So I think 1,000, each piece is like 33. You get 3 containers or so, yeah, something like that. So I was like, I want wholesale. She said she doesn't have a lot of products.
Wow.
And the monies were coming in. I didn't know how to tell them to stop because that's the first time I'm making like some good substantial money. And I don't know how. I was like, so what do you think? And then she was not even replying me. I was getting scared because people were giving me their money. I didn't know how to say, don't buy, don't send the money. I was just taking the money. And I was so overwhelmed. My friend came to me to give me moral support because I didn't know what to do again. So I went on Instagram and I was searching where to get wholesale. And then I realized I can get it from somewhere else instead of her. So I think that was about 3 days later. And then I just paused. I wasn't taking orders again. I was like, they should wait. Our products are sold out. When they come, people were ready to pay and wait. So those who were ready to wait, they paid. And I think giving value, that's the basis of business because I didn't just start posting. I had knowledge about what it was about. So I was giving them why, even though it was just the first day I started the business, I was giving them why they should get this product.
Because it's a product you had been using for a while.
I've used. And then I realized a lot of ladies need it.
Right.
So I saw the wholesaler, I bought from, and it was outside the country. So that was when I went to my friend. I was like, the money with you, I would need it because I don't want to buy small and I want to buy a lot. So I started with, I think 3,000 pieces. She brought it. It wasn't enough because I had so many orders there and people were now getting angry. So I was like, let me take the bold move and then order for 10,000 pieces. I ordered for 10,000 pieces. It got sold the same day. But let me go back. So whilst I was searching for these things, I had to think about my packaging. I couldn't put it in just the rubber and all that. So I went on Instagram once again, search for a designer, so it's like everything was just sharp. I needed it sharp. So the guy designed for me within 2 days. She brought the things, the stickers and then containers. I have to get containers and, it was just one product. So it was easy to do things, but people were not patient. They felt like I've scammed them. They were angry, going back to the influencer, telling the influencer I've taken their money, and I didn't know what to do at that time. But yeah, I think taking the boldest move has gotten me to this point.
So now, how many products do you have?
I have about 12 to 15 products.
And this is all FDA approved, most of them?
Yes, most of them doesn't require approval.
Okay.
Yeah, and then most of them does. Some are approved, some are still under the, with FDA, going through the approval process.
Awesome. I love it. And now your plan is to make this business very big.
Yes, I want to make it Femlax. I want to make it Femlax because I see it as a brand on its own. I used to take from, let's say we have feminine washes that I take from other people, but right now we are going into our own production. It requires a lot and I'm not rushing the process. I want to take my time and go through the process and then, come up with my own production and all that. So I think we've started with probiotics for Femlax and then we are taking it to FDA for approval. And then from there we are bringing in our own feminine washes, which we are yet to get the samples. I traveled to China for that to, because I was very specific about my ingredients, about who I'm trying to serve, what I want my customers to get out of the product. So I had to travel for that. So I went and then I was able to find suppliers, manufacturers. We spoke about it. It requires like a large sum, but I told them I wanted a sample first. I want to make sure it's approved before I come there for a large scale. So yeah, we are still on it, but now Femlax is okay. It's doing well.
Okay, now, wow, what a story. So, you moved from Snapchat,
Yes.
built a business,
Yeah.
and then a year after, you go on TikTok. Now,
Yes.
talk to me through your journey on building your business on TikTok as well.
Okay, so it all started with Snapchat. Snapchat was taking my account because, feminine hygiene, I was teaching people. You will barely see me hold a product and sell. I teach people, then I tell you why you need this product. So, and sometimes they are explicit because feminine hygiene, you need to mention it as it is. And people are I don't see Ghanaians doing that. It's like they are scared to mention those stuff. But I was so confident to mention them, and then Snapchat. And then when I started, there was not much competition. Competition started coming in and people were they started reporting my account and all that. So I'll create an account, they will take it. I'll create an account, they will take it. And my customers were looking for me. And at that time, I had paid a lot of, I've spent about 80,000 Ghana cedis with influencers to make sure that my products are on the minds of people, on the lips of people. So I invested so much in influencer advertisement. Then even though they were not finding my pages, they were still looking for me. So I was like, you know what? I don't like WhatsApp, but I'm going on WhatsApp. So I created another account and then, these influencers posted for me. People came to add me and I was like, we are moving to WhatsApp. So please add me on WhatsApp. And I think in a day, I had about 600 people testing me to save their contact. I mean, people need education and they love the fact that I made them feel like whatever they are going through, I'm also going through it or I've been through it. So yeah, people love that aspect of me. So they came and then I started posting on TikTok. Yeah, I think that was 2024. Yeah, I started posting on TikTok and TikTok also did its own thing. I mean, TikTok, I wish small business owners would take TikTok serious.
Take me through it. Why?
The basis of every business is giving value.
Okay.
And I know per what I sell, I know the value. If I'm able to talk about it well, I know I can attract my people. So I didn't go on TikTok and just go and fool. You barely see me on there dancing. I'm not dancing. I'm here for business. So I sit down and I tell the ladies what they need to hear because I know what you need to hear. Because I wish I had those stuff. So I tell them what they need to hear and they fall in love with it and then they come to me. So I'm not just selling products. I'm giving them value. I'm teaching them how to, take care of themselves. They are mothers. I have some of the celebs patronize me. I have pastors' wives. Like I have a lot of people come to me, which they don't even have idea about the things I talk about.
Okay.
So it's like they get to learn from me. So people will just come and be like, I want to learn from you. So please save my number when you post. I want to see it. So that's how I started TikTok. I wasn't going there to dance and do stuff. I wanted to give value of the products I'm selling. I wanted ladies to learn. I'm for the ladies. So I wanted them to learn and then I was teaching. I was just teaching. And then by God's grace, it picked up.
How has TikTok pushed your business?
Ooh.
In terms of percentage, like if you say, okay, Snapchat pushed it maybe about 20%, how much do you think TikTok has pushed it?
I think right now, say TikTok is about 90%.
Wow.
Because for the whole of 2025, let's say I started in 2023, I was paying influencers for adverts. That was so good, but money was going into it. And I don't like to go and just I don't want you to post my product alone. I want you to talk about it. So I don't pay the small amount. I pay for ambassadorial deals. I don't care. I want my business to be on the lips of people, in the minds of people. So when I go to them, I pay them good amount of money to, promote my business for me. Then, all this came about and I was like, TikTok is now about 90% or 95%. Honestly, I just have to post on TikTok now.
So what did you do differently? There are people that have businesses on TikTok and it's not working for them. What are you going to tell them?
You need to give value.
Okay.
Every product has its value. If you are selling clothes, you can show people how to style the clothes. If you are selling shoes, teach people how to style the shoes. You don't just post shoes. I don't need that shoes. If I'm wearing this heels or I'm wearing this dress, tell me what shoe I can match with the dress. If someone comes to you to buy the shoe, the dress, she might add the shoe to it because you styled it for them. Every business has its value. That is what you are supposed to be pushing out. Value of what you are selling, push that one out. I was only pushing the value out. I mean, I sell feminine hygiene products. So I was teaching about feminine hygiene. And if I'm able to teach you about the feminine hygiene, it means you need the product. I will chip in my products for you to know that, okay, this is what I used. Okay, this is the benefits of this is the benefits of that. And it brings the people. So you have to give value. You don't have to just go and post. Let's say you want to sell this MacBook to me. I don't know, this iPad. I don't know a lot of things about iPad. So why should I buy it? Let me know why I need an iPad as a business owner. Let me know why I need an iPad as a person. If I want to buy a camera, why do I need a camera? Let me know why I need that camera. Maybe I'm okay with my phones, recording with my phone, but maybe a camera has good quality. State the qualities that this camera has. You don't just post that you're selling camera. No one really cares. But if you take a video with the camera or you compare it with the phone, or this is a phone's camera, this is the camera itself, you push people. If someone is serious, they go for the camera. So you have to show the value of or the importance of me having the camera. You don't just post it. I don't care about camera. So I could have posted my product, but no one cares.
When you posted that you had made, I think 800K on TikTok, I mean, you know how it was. A lot of people did not believe you. How did that make you feel?
I did not care. I think I've passed the stage where I care about what someone says. If you're going to be on the internet and promote your business, you don't have to care about what people say. You have to know that one thing I always say is, so far as I know my product works, I'm giving value, I don't care about what you say. I said I made 800K from, TikTok. If you think I didn't make that, that is okay. The money is in my account, not in your account. I would feel bad if I was lying. But I made more than that. I was just saying, just as a hook. But I made more than that from just TikTok. Because I keep pushing, I don't stop. I keep pushing, making videos. When I travel, I'm making videos. When I'm here, I'm making videos. So I'm always working, trying to put something good out there. So if you say I didn't make it, that is okay.
Let me stop you here for a minute. So if it's your first time watching Konnected Minds, or you have been here before but still have not subscribed, do us a favor, because majority of the people that watch our videos have not subscribed. This doesn't help us grow beyond what we expect. So help us by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you. Now let's get back to the conversation. There's a young lady watching you right now, and she's thinking of starting a business. I want you to take me through steps of how I can get my products from China to Ghana, including what to register in terms of FDA.
Okay. So I think, first of all, you have to scout for the product you want to sell. What product you want to sell? And then you search for the value of the importance of what you are selling. Which type of people are you selling this to? Who is your audience? Who do you want to sell this product to? That's the first. And what problem? I think that's one thing we forget. If you are selling anything, think about the problem it can solve. Okay. I am solving so many ladies' products, and that is why, they come to me. So you have to know the problem that product can solve. Once you've been able to identify that, you think about where you're going to get it from. So now we have China, I've been to China, I've been to Turkey, and you have to search the internet where you think you can get it from. But I think China will be best. If you want to use China will be best. Go to Alibaba. Alibaba is so easy to use. So just go to Alibaba, learn how to, I know how to ship. I ship my containers from China. No one taught me. People want to be taught before they take a step. Sometimes you need to start. Get the idea, play on the apps. I was just playing on Alibaba. I ordered some stuff. People say they're going to, right now we have YouTube, we have TikTok. People teach these things. You don't need someone to sit you down and say, learn this before you learn. If you're ready to learn, there are so many materials on the internet. So I just watched 1 or 2 videos of how to order from Alibaba, and that was around, even before I started my business, 2021. And then I ordered for some stuff, And then they came and I was like, okay, so anytime I'm free, I'll go to the app and play around and that. So when I started my business, it was so easy for me to know how to order from there. So since you're now starting, play on the apps. Go to YouTube, learn. Go to TikTok, learn how to do this stuff. Don't wait for someone to say, I'm selling a course before you buy the course. Don't wait for someone to come and sit you down. No one has your time. You should have your own time. So you go and learn those stuff. Then you you go to Alibaba, you look for who you want to buy it from. Compare prices, ask different suppliers. Compare prices, and then make sure they are legit. When you go to Alibaba, they have verified suppliers. Since you are a beginner, make sure you are buying from a verified supplier. Then, you start from there. So first of all, identify the problem you want to solve, the problem your product is going to solve, or whatever you are bringing, what problem is it going to solve? Then if it's a product that people are going to take in, insert, and those things, look at the ingredients. Is it okay for you? Or, not for you, but is it something people can take in? Learn about. That's one thing I do. I learn about the ingredients that are in everything that I sell. Because I use my own product. If I wouldn't want to die, I wouldn't want you to die. So you start from there. And then you start looking for suppliers, talk to your suppliers, and that's it. Once you're able to find your supplier and then they're able to ship to you, they want to ship to you, now you find a shipping company. You can, there are so many. I've been using AKT for years. They are reliable. So you just look for, I think I've shipped with Bengai once or twice, yeah. But then you also go to, there are so many things on the internet. I always tell people, use your phones well. I don't care about gossip. I don't go on the internet and I'm looking for gist. I don't care about anyone's business. The same way I don't want anyone to care about my business. So when I go there, I'm ready to learn about something. I don't go there to look for gossip. So they should go there and use it to learn instead of looking for gossip, So yeah, I feel like anything you want is on the internet. Right now, people make it for free. I learned everything I know from YouTube. Those times it was YouTube. I even started a YouTube channel and it didn't go. It's so much work, so I stopped. I think everything you need is on the internet. So first, you're ready to learn and understand is there.
Now the product gets to Ghana. Let's say it's a product you insert or a product you take in as a pill. Now, what are the steps here?
Okay, so first you go to FDA. They will let you do lab analysis. So you send it for lab analysis first before you send it to FDA for registration. So I think that's just...
How much roughly does the lab analysis cost for one product?
Lab analysis, I think it was... Okay, I sent a lot of products, and I don't know the pricing.
So maybe on average, one will be...
Between 1,000 to 3,000 days, something like that.
Okay. So you've got your lab analysis. Now let's go to FDA. How much would they charge you to register the product?
I think it depends. If it's an imported product, they charge differently. If it's locally made, they charge differently.
Okay, so imported products in this case, what would it be?
I think the one I did, I paid about $500. They charge in dollars if it's imported.
Okay, and if it's locally?
It depends on the product, actually. It depends, yeah.
Okay, so in this case, as you have described, then that young lady would need some money to do that. But your way was the smartest way, which is...
You need to start somewhere.
You have an audience, right? And then you find the products. And then you advertise to the audience.
Yeah.
And the product does not need to belong to you.
No.
You sell somebody's products, whether it's online or drop shipping or offline.
Just make sure you know a lot about what you are selling. You have the knowledge about it. If you don't know, you learn. Don't just bring something you can't explain. It's like opening a salon and you don't know how to even wash hair. That salon is going to collapse because you don't know anything about salons. You just needed money or you had the support, so you went to open it. So if you want to bring a product, you have to have a knowledge about it. And I think when it comes to even products, you don't need to do your own production from the start. You get from somewhere to sell, but you need to know something about what you are selling. Because there are a lot of things that can come with, there are people who go and swallow when it's supposed to be inserted. There are people who insert when it's supposed to be swallowed. You should know what you are doing enough that when they come to you, you should know the solution. If you don't have any idea of what you are doing, I think you're not in for a long term.
You think people are usually more focused on the money than the value they give to people?
Yes. And that is where I picked mine from. The person I bought from the first time, who was selling it for like 350, she was just posting. When I went to her page, she doesn't tell people what it does. You know, she assumed that everyone knew what the product does. But people didn't know. But when I came in, when I started, a lot of people, I think I was even the first person to sell such a product. And then I started learning about it from university because it's ladies' problem. And I went through it and I needed a solution. I wish someone was there to help me understand how to do things better, how to take care of myself, how to do that. I wasn't getting it. So when I saw that, okay, this helped me, I started teaching ladies how to take care of themselves. And then whilst doing taking care of yourself, you can use this product in addition. So that is how it started. So you have to give certain kind of, value for people to, you can't just go into it and be like, I want to sell this and that is all. It doesn't work that way.
Charity, what is the biggest challenge you've had in this business?
FDA approval.
Okay.
Yeah, because, sometimes a product comes and the name, I have to change the name. And I'm like, I've marketed it with this name. Going to change it will be a problem. And sometimes it involves a whole lot of, back and forth. So I think that is it. When it comes to customers, honestly, I don't know. I don't suffer. Thank God. I don't suffer to get customers. I know how to grab them and make them stay. I know how to make my customers feel at home. Very interactive and, all that. But I think the biggest problem would be FDA approvals because I have a lot of products I would like to add, but they can't be approved because they need, I think one product they said it needs supervision before they can use it. So even pharmacies and those stuff are not allowed to
sell it, right?
Yeah,
right.
Even though I have knowledge about it, I was,
right. Some products are
like that.
In a pharmacy, there's categories, isn't it? So you have an OTC medication where anybody can pick up. And you have a pharmacy medication where you need a pharmacy supervision. Yeah. And then you have a prescription. Which you need a doctor first.
So that one is more or less like prescription.
A prescription medication, right.
But I've had a lot of doctors also recommend me to people. Like, wow. Yeah, and sometimes I'm surprised. I'm like, they know it works. That's why they will recommend people to come to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to this hospital and the doctor said I should come to you. Oh, I have this type of problem and then the doctor said I should come to you. You can, like, really?
So are you able to ship some of your products outside of the country?
Yes. Oh, okay. I've been selling outside. Okay. US, Canada, UK, Germany. It goes on. And actually, I traveled to Nigeria to expand my business there.
Wow. Nigerians
also are on my products and yeah.
What are people missing when it comes to starting their own businesses?
I think the basics. People want to post today and then, even though when I started it was good, people want to start today and see success today. I wasn't ready to see success on my first year. All I had in mind is I want my products or my business to be in the minds of people and on the lips of people. I've sold through recommendations, thousands of times that it was recommendation that sold my product. You get it? So people want to start today and they want to blow. That's because you are motivated by money.
Right.
Not passion. I have passion for feminine hygiene because I feel like the ladies need to learn. And even on days I don't feel like showing up, I still show up. Because I'm never tired of talking about feminine hygiene. So it's the basics. You need to make sure that it's something you love. You don't just start just like that.
So can you imagine when you moved to Accra, after your service, you were searching for jobs and you never got jobs and it's been 5, 6, 7 years and you're still looking for jobs. How would your life have been at the time?
I would have been miserable.
Yeah.
I hate discomfort. So I think that also makes me a go-getter. I don't like to be uncomfortable in life, in anything I'm doing. I like to do things in my own pace and, all that. So if 5 years and I had still not been able to make it to this point, I don't know. I don't imagine it because it would have been horrible. But I didn't even have it easy. When I left my job, honestly, I was staying with my friends and we had it tough. When you say tough, we were bathing AC water.
Wow.
Because we had, you see that water drops that come from the AC. We were so broke that we couldn't fill our tanks. And then luckily for where they were staying, I went to their house to stay with them. Where they were staying, they had illegal connection. They had illegal connection. So the AC will always be on from morning till evening, and then we will put like a small barrel there so it will fill up. That's how we were able to get water to bath, because we couldn't afford to fill our tanks and all that. It wasn't easy.
Has your life changed?
So much.
Are you happy?
Very happy.
So if somebody has just finished university today and they are waiting for the government to create jobs for them, what will you tell them?
You don't have to wait. I think right now there are a lot of businesses you can start, but as I always say, make sure you know what you want to do. You have passion for it. If you are just motivated by money, you are in for a short term. The money is nice, but if you feel like, I want to create a company, I don't want to have just a business. No, I want a brand. I want a company. And ever since I've known I want to be a business owner, that is my goal. So I work towards that. If you are just motivated by money, you start today, and if you don't get sales tomorrow, you are done. And that's how people move from one business to another, because they don't put, I said I had about 500, I've sold 500 products in a span of 3 weeks or so. And it went on like that, but from the third month going, I wasn't getting orders.
Okay.
But I didn't say, okay, because the orders are not coming, I'm going to stop. I sat down and I was like, how am I going to do this better? And that is when I started reaching out to other influencers. Instead of, I was using one person. So I was like, let me put money into this. I want to make it stand. At that time, I didn't even have a business name. When people come and ask for my business name, I didn't know, because I didn't have one. So I sat down and I thought about it. And I was like, I don't care. If one thing my friends always, I'm bold when it comes to decisions. I was like, if I have to put all my money that I've made into this business, I'm going to make it. So Dulcie, the influencer Dulcie. Yeah. So she brought the light into my business. I went to her, and then at that time she was charging, I think her demonstrative advice was like 2,500, and then I paid her for 2,500, and then in a span of 24 hours, I've sold about 25,000 cedis. I took that same money I made and I gave it to her, and I was like, I want us to do 1 month. I paid her for the 1 month. It went well. Another month again, I paid her again. I didn't want to give up. It's like, this is a brand. I want it to be international one day. I want it to make waves. Not just a business that wakes up and sells. No. So it's like the vision is, there.
The vision is big, but if you look back when you were starting life, and I'm talking the times when you felt bullied, not being heard, not being listened to, nobody actually sitting you down to understand your problems.
Yeah.
And now, what you're doing now, are you fulfilling those gaps that were missing when you were growing up?
Yes, I think I am. To some extent, yes. I mean, I feel so happy when people come to me and, they've seen results from what I'm selling. Yesterday, I think, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? There's so many reviews were coming in. I was like, wow. It makes me so happy. It's like I'm fulfilling a purpose, because when I started, I wanted freedom for women. Because, I sell feminine hygiene products. So many people don't know feminine hygiene. We are African homes, we are not taught. Our parents don't even know. So if I have the knowledge and I'm passing on to other people and they are learning and they are seeing results, I'm happy.
You're happy.
So yes, I feel like I'm fulfilling a purpose, and it makes me so happy.
How does your father feel about you?
So proud.
Yeah.
Even my mother, I've forgiven her. She's so proud. Yeah, they're all so proud, Yeah. Sometimes they didn't think I'll get to this point. My siblings, they feel like I've made it, or I'm making it. Yes.
Sometimes when we are growing up as kids, do you think our parents or people around us set a target for us? Like, this is the bar we can reach?
The reason why my mom didn't want me to come to Accra was because she wanted me to work in a government institution. Because she felt like if you go and work in shops and those things, she'll be laughed at. Like they will laugh at her. So she wanted me to wear the suit and go to work, wear the, 9 to 5 stuff. And that wasn't me. I didn't want that. So, yes, she was against it because she wanted to do the 9 to 5 stuff. And
you are still wearing a suit. So, yeah.
Right?
I think this is some things that sometimes our parents don't understand. I get young people come to me and they're like, Mr. Derrick, I really want to do this, but my parents don't get me. Today I made a conclusion that some parents don't really take the time to understand their kids.
Right.
They don't actually know their kids.
Yes.
They may be living with you in the same house, but they have not taken the time to really understand you. And
I think they should.
Locally, we say something, say, Obiabanye. Right? So every parent thinks their child is bad, right?
But I think they need to take their time and then allow your kids to choose their path and then direct them.
Yes.
Mold them on their way. If you say you want your child to be a doctor and she doesn't or he doesn't want to be a doctor, ask him, what do you want to do? You might not have knowledge on it, but showing your child just love, being there for her or him, listening to them would just mold them into the right path. Unless a child who don't want to, do the right thing.
Yeah.
But if someone wants to do the right thing and then they get a love from parents, a little bit of attention, I think they will do well.
Yeah. I think what I've really gathered from this conversation is when it came to your business was you need to start even when you are messy, when you don't know what you're doing.
You don't have to get it perfect. I think that's why a lot of people haven't started because they want everything to be perfect before they start. The packaging should be well. Listen, when I went to China, that was when I did my first no, not my first. I was doing my packaging in Ghana, but I wasn't getting it as I wanted. I wanted something that when people see, like it entices their eyes. When it goes to people's homes, they don't throw it away. So I wasn't getting it down here. So when I went to China, that was the first night I focused on packaging, my packaging bag. You don't need to get it all at once. Me, I like to go through the process. I'm not in a rush. I'm not on anyone's timeline. I'm on my own timeline. I don't have a physical shop and I'm not rushing to get one, I need to push my presence online. If it goes well, then yes, I can get the shop when I'm ready. I don't need to push like I want the shop. No. I work with my own timeline, not what someone is doing. Okay, someone is getting one of the biggest shops. I don't care. Their path is different from mine. What I want my business to do is to do well. And it can do well without a shop if I show up for it, if I'm consistent. If I push my business out there, I'm able to sell. I think the largest sale I've ever made was like 2,000 orders in a span of 3 days. That was doing sales.
Wow.
And then it's online. Just make sure people trust you.
Yes.
So how do people trust you? You need to show up more. Show up in your most authentic self. You don't have to be someone else. You don't have to, it's not always prim and proper. You need to show up as you are. I connect with my customers so much that if someone comes to call me a scammer, they'll fight for me. They are the army. So you need to build your online presence well that when people see your page, they don't have any doubt. You know that, yes, they can bring their money to you.
Charity, you have been an amazing guest for me today. When our team reached out to you, you were like, oh, I'm shy.
Yeah, I'm shy. I'm scared.
So you have done fantastic in this conversation. And I hope my audience feel the same.
Yeah.
This is an episode that should really sit well with a lot of young ladies who are looking for a way out and for people who, small business owners as well. I just love everything you've shared. It's been, as I say, very therapeutic for me as well.
Yeah.
Some of the things you have said has been nostalgic for me. Is there anything we can speak about that we haven't?
Okay, so I think one thing I would like to speak about here when you're starting a business is pricing. That's because I've had a lot of people come to me who are scared to price.
Yeah.
And because of that, they make their product so cheap because a certain number of people are okay with that. And they are so scared. You don't price for approval. You price for sustainability. your business needs funds, not just profits. It needs funds to do well. When I went to China to do my packaging bags, they said I couldn't do less than 1,000 for a particular size, and I needed 5 sizes. It means I have to buy 5,000 pieces or maybe 10,000 pieces. Imagine I was, pricing so low, I'm not making good money, and then how do you push your business to the next level if you're not pricing well? Don't be scared to price. Not everyone is your customer. Know the people you are trying to attract and then push your business to them. If someone comes to you and says, oh, your prices are too expensive, you say, thank you. Go to where it's cheap. Don't be scared to tell people off. Because there are some people, no matter the price you put, it's expensive for them. But if you're able to stand on business, you don't have to be too expensive. But also, make sure that whatever profits you are making or money you are making, there is a room to improve your business. You don't want your business to be stagnant. And I'm saying this because some time ago, when I was in China, I was introducing a new product, and then one lady came to me and was like, oh, I saw a similar product. And I was like, oh, really? It was like, yeah, but it's not going well and all that. So I was like, how is she marketing it? I didn't care whether I'm bringing the same product. I wanted to know what she was doing and how much was she buying it in Ghana. And she said she was getting it for 50 Ghana cedis and she was selling it for 70 cedis. I asked her, when they buy, do you package it? Do you put it in a packaging bag? She said yes. Let's say when you're going to buy it or when they're bringing it to you, do you pay delivery fee? They have to bring it to you or you have to go for it. No matter what, money is involved. And she said yes. I was like, that's 20 cedis. And if it's not something a lot of people are buying, how are you able to make money from it? Oh, when she started selling it for 100 cedis, people were scared and people didn't want to buy from her. I was like, that's because you're trying to make everyone your customer. You're not, be selective when it comes to customer base. And then people will adapt. When someone realizes your products are good, and then the price is slightly high or, something above their budget, if they need it, they'll go and come back. You don't have to make everyone your customer. So because of that, you become so cheap that your business, you've been in business for 5 years. I have been in it for 3 years. And if mine is doing better than you, that should tell you something.
Oh, okay.
And that same product, because I knew how to market it, I've sold, I think it came in June or July last year, and I've sold about 500 pieces or 600 pieces. That's because I'm able to push it, make it fun, let people know that, okay, you need this, I need it, you need it. But if you are just there pitying yourself, that's something about small business owners. We like to pity ourselves. Like, oh, today no one has bought, and you will never see me do that. If no one is buying, make people believe that they are buying. People don't want to buy from struggling businesses. If your business doesn't attract people, people don't want to buy from you. That's why there are some people selling in thousands, but they still get orders. That's what, because people, they want to know, why are people on her business? Why are people buying from her? But if you're a small business owner and you sit down and then no one is buying from you, so you want the world to know that no one is buying from you, then yes, I wouldn't come and buy. Why is no one buying from you? I want to know. So, but if people are buying, people are so curious to know, why are people buying from her? And they push towards you. But you are not motivated and you are not pushing it. Honestly, you send people away. So know how to price well. Think about the future of your business. Unless you're looking for money, then you can leave it at any profit that you get or any margin that you get. But if you're thinking about sustainability, price it to your full chest. Don't be scared.
Awesome. Thank you. That was business pricing 101. I appreciate it. And I
Derrick.
hope my audience do too. In what you are doing in business, what has helped you the most? Motivation or discipline?
Discipline. And also motivation. I think, but discipline is more. Discipline really pushes me every single day. And I think I'm motivated mostly also by the smiles I put on people's faces. That one just I don't get to talk to a lot of people in a day. So when I get to talk to my customers, when they bring their problems and, I'm able to solve them, I feel motivated. I'm like, I need to keep going. So many people need me and I need to keep pushing myself out there. They need to hear about, sometimes I don't even sell most of the times. I just give tips. I just teach them. And then people will come like, I want this, I want that, and I sell my products.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Yeah, that's the pricing stuff.
Okay.
Don't price for approval, price for sustainability.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to recommend a book. What book would it be?
What's the title of this book? Really, I forgot the title. I think one of the best books I've read was Femi Otedola's book.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It motivated me.
Okay.
And when I've spoken about it to people, and people were like, he had a head start. If you read the book, it's like he had it.
Yes.
But I don't take it from that point. If you're able to start from somewhere, you can continue from there. He had a head start, but if he didn't continue, if he was not consistent, if he didn't know what he was doing, he wouldn't have gotten to this point.
Yes.
So it's not about getting a head start. It's about knowing what you are doing. So I think it's one of the books that people should read with open minds,
Yes.
not about the fact that he had money, he's coming from money. It doesn't matter.
Amazing. It doesn't matter. What matters is connected minds and conversation with Charity.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Thank you.
I can tell that it's beginning to rain.
Yeah.
But to my viewers and to my listeners, if you made it to the end, I definitely want to know in the comments. My name is Derrick Abaitey, and we have been speaking with Charity Boating. Take care and drop a comment. Share this with loved ones. I'm out. Bye.